Hello everybody, it is Anuki TV time, Company of Heroes time, and the time of day is sometime in the morning. I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that it is March the 12th of Monday, I believe. And everyone's disappeared from my house, so that's great because I can do a cast. And this is a user-submitted replay, which is a very suspicious user-submitted replay, because on the northern side of this galaxy is DevM, who's a champion, a pro, and a legit player, apparently. I've honestly not seen much of him because I'm such a newbie person in the Company of Heroes community. That's me. His opponent on the far side of the moon is a player we have seen before, is Go PepsiLive, playing as the Allies. First game since the tourney. That's not how you spell tourney, DevM. I suppose that's what the squiggly S face is for, whatever that is meant to be. But as I was saying, this is a suspicious replay, because when I mean user-submitted replay, kind of meant your replays, as in, you know, the average Joe kind of replay, or professional replays, whatever. I don't believe PepsiLive or DevM have sent me this replay. I believe someone else have. I do have a list under all this orange juice somewhere, but this list is like really old now, and I have no idea what the hell is in reference to what maps. At all, so I'm really, my mind is so confused by the amount of stuff that I want to do and just the amount of stuff I can actually get out. So sorry, whoever sent me this replay, thank you. I'm sure it's going to be a great game with these players. And that's totally fine. If you want to send me replays that you haven't played in, that is absolutely fine as well. I'm just looking for good fun replays to entertain you chaps with. Ah, so nice. Volks from DevM, yes, we are going to the game now. Going against PepsiLive. PepsiLive taking cover behind this heavy wall, which is just exposing their helmets. As for the Volks, they're hitting the dirt in that pit. Sweet. Over on the left-hand side, we have the Rifleman squad out, coming to assist the engineers, finding a motorcycle from DevM, which has ball back. No, it's coming back now. The Riflemen hide behind these bricks. Focus firing the guys which take more damage. The Pioneers capturing the fuel point. DevM just trying to capture it and bail out. It looks like he's not going to get away. DevM! What the hell, man? What did Mummy and Daddy tell you about the whole retreating and playing cautiously and building sandbags on the point? I do like that. He actually took time out of his life to face the sandbags in the right direction, because we've seen enough sandbags in the wrong direction. That's a horrible thing. Again, PepsiLive focus firing the bike instead of the guys behind heavy cover by the... Yeah, he is focusing that bike. The bike is now majorly damaged. No! What the hell? No. Oh, and oh, look at this. A response jeep. I'm calling it a response jeep. Has anyone... I'm sure loads of people have played shooting games here. And you know when you've been shot by a weapon? Yeah. You've been shot by a weapon. Excuse me, eating my own hair. And you decide to pick that weapon up as your next turn to try and inflict maximum pain on the enemies. It never works out, but this is what this Jeep is. He saw that DevM got a motorcycle, and he was like, damn, man, I want something that's got, like, wheels and a machine gun. So that's what he did. Nah. Yummy hair, not so yummy. And now he's actually pushing DevM's Volks out of cover as well, or at least trying to. He's kind of minorly succeeding there. Unfortunately, the Jeep can't turn its gun around, so it's phasing through the kegs. Why are barrels here on the map? What purpose do they serve there? Interesting. One thing I forgot to mention is, when I was just coming back to the whole replay thing, I actually thought of an ingenious idea, because it's something that we don't seem to think about, the way we watch replays in this game, and I think this is definitely something that we could improve upon quite a lot. Now, I'll just get straight into the idea, but imagine joining a lobby to watch a replay in sync with friends. So you're not playing the game, you're joining a lobby to watch a replay. That seems like an awesome feature to have that other games just don't seem to have. as well as some basic things, just like a description for the replay that you can type in and edit. That would be really helpful, because when you send in replays to someone to screencast, you can actually put in descriptions like, oh, I sent this is me playing, blah blah blah, and you can read it all in the game history. That would be excellent. We have a lot of Volks out here for DevM, supported by a machine gunner. Some casual blobbing going up. Casual blobbing is what I call it. A Jeep is going to be a condemned hero, which is one of the new Men of War games coming out, but that's single player only, not multiplayer. No multiplayer involved in that. But Condemned Heroes seems cool. It's basically these guys which have somewhat been not so good to their own side in some way. Like they disobeyed an order or something. And they got put in these divisions or squads where they were sent on suicide missions. And if they failed that mission, then they'll die, obviously. That's kind of a no-brainer. If they succeeded, then they got put back to where they were. The way the guy described it in the video was this major, he had disobeyed an order or something. So he got put in this suicide squad, sent on a mission. He succeeded, and then he got put back in as a major, right back where he was. So he redeemed himself. That's awesome. DevM being very defensive in the center, shutting down the Jeep because I heard a mine go off. Oh, we have 2 Volks down. We have 2 Volks down. 3 Volks. No, I thought that was a guy lying down there, but no. So the middle has kind of been shut down, and the MG is placed on the southern side of this moon. This is a moon battle. My World War II knowledge is totally legit, and PepsiLive manages to save that squad barely on any life. 1 soldier left. 2 squads just instantly suppressed and take heavy damage from that heavy machine gunner there. But right on this victory point, the far right victory point, we have some Flame Engineers kind of out of position. That's bad news for them. They do duck behind cover, behind this train. You can see that guy burning there. Oh, I love the fire effects. Fire effects in this game look totally awesome. Much better than Men of War. We have to admit this. We do have to admit this. I am all for actually giving credit where credit is due. And this engineer from PepsiLive is, oh, you could get shot in the back and it could explode. No, there is a small percent chance that infantry do blow up. The flame thrower infantry, they blow up occasionally. And they just fire. Awesome. Jeep pressing on the northern side with a Vet 1 infantry squad. This is awesome to have in the early game, and I'm using that word a lot. We'll have to switcheroo with a brain thesaurus. I only just woke up like a few hours ago, and I'm just like, crap, no one's in the house, quick, get a game casted before people complain and moan. A Jeep is trying to take on some Pioneers, and I think these 4 Pioneers could actually take on a Jeep, but not the Rifleman, with some good micro, that is. So I think PepsiLive's fort train here is, I can't attack here, there's barbed wire, this is shut down by an MG, and even more barbed wire from DevM. So he's going to move up here. He's going to move where DevM isn't and pressure him where it kind of hurts. Maybe he'll move up and take this point. But for now, it seems like DevM is got to pack out tier 2. Tier 2, awesome. Yes, guys, that's awesome. I'm such a fail caster. Such a fail caster. I'm sure all casters have favourite words that they use. Like nihilarious. Yeah, we'll use nihilarious in this cast at some point, because it's one of those weird English words that I somehow strangely know the meaning to, but never, ever, ever seem to think of a use for it. We have many casualties from the Pioneer squads. Oh, the Jeep blows up from the sneaky pack, and that soldier lands on the roof and slides off. Sweet physics. As for these Volks, they're taking heavy cover. That's not heavy cover. That's a curb. That is the smallest amount of heavy curve. Heavy cover, heavy curb. No, it's not how it's meant to work. Well, what do we have here in the base? Some engineers. Was that a death pack? I think that was a death pack going down on the Bearmac quarters. I'm sure that was a death pack. That was PepsiLive. Dude, where's the bars? Where's the safety bars? Crazy, absolutely crazy. So no bars. We should have seen bars by now. It's almost 10 minutes in the game. We have Grenadiers out with a Panzerschreck chucking a grenade. This is heavy munitions consumptionage, which is fair play if he's not got bars out. I mean, you don't really have to worry so much about that when he's got det packs. You've just told him you've got det packs by running into his damn base and putting det packs down and then dying like a coward, attacking his forward base. Mass retreat from PepsiLive. Not so good. As for DevM, though, he's kind of holding out in the middle. He's now pushing out to recapture territory with very mortally injured and low on squad members. Squads. And the left-hand side is exactly the same. We have Rangers out and about for PepsiLive, which I think is not a bad call-in right now, since DevM has gone tier 2, which means he doesn't have to worry about those vehicles like Pumas and stuff. The only thing he has to worry about that's a vehicle is a half-track. Rangers, bazookas, half-track, not a problem, that's alright. And even with the Thompson upgrades, that's going to be effective against all the Grenadiers, which are bound to be on the field at some point. We have no bunker down from DevM by the looks of it. No, we do not. So no, none of my favourite tactics, the zombie Grenadier tactics. But it looks like we will have some infantry play ahead for at least the next 10 minutes. Which is going to be awesome because infantry play is so sweet. I love infantry play. It's the best thing. I don't even care what game it is. Infantry play in every game is just the best thing ever. There's the fire-up ability. This is a bad plan to run straight head on into an MG because you will take increased damage. Are we going to see a grenade thrown? Yes, we do have grenades up, but it's such a failed grenade. More slow clapping. That's quite fast clapping. It's not as slow as it should be. And now the Grenadiers are firing their Panzer trucks into the Rangers. Meanwhile, over here on the... Ooh, in this house, double grenades and the guys go flying out of the buildings. That's sweet. Now we're using sweet way too much. And the Grenadiers take care. They dispose of the Rangers. We've got some very wounded rifleman squads which are trying to go in for the kill. Do they want to pick up the bazooka? Who wants a bazooka? No way. Oh, crud. We've got very... Oh, the Grenadiers didn't even die from that grenade. But at least we escaped with this rifleman squad. We lost a rifleman squad there. We lost a ranger squad there. PepsiLive, not so much. The ladies' man, he's pulling out way too late. Now I feel sexist. I don't like sexist gender-related jokes. I feel sad inside now. But I was raised entirely of a family of girls. My mum, my sister, and then my sister got a baby, and then the baby was born, and then the baby was a girl, in that order. So I've just been surrounded by people. Ah, God, people. The most irritating things on the planet, I must say. I'm one of them. I'm certainly an irritating person. We have Vet 1 rifles from PepsiLive, of course. Why would we not? The PepsiLive is blowing up and being burst into the air and put it on fire. And he's just dying in horrible ways. PepsiLive! Oh, I was running circles. Vet 1 squad down. Geesh, running into grenades as well. Oh, this is a nuclear reactor meltdown from PepsiLive's play. What is going on? We still have a rifleman squad which has not yet died, which is unusual for PepsiLive's play. We even have a rifleman squad up here. It is looking like a great flank. We have an awesome grenade play going down. Awesome, sweet, super, hyper, ultra, mega, extra grenade play. There, I've just used all the words. More grenades going down. It's just grenades onanza BS. And that is why infantry play is awesome. We have another Vet 1 squad from PepsiLive nearly dodging the stew shot. And now the stew comes round to try and heavy crush some guys. Is that... Oh, God, he just runs... What was that noise? And now another one falls out of the building. PepsiLive getting away with a single squad member. Vet 1 squad survives. No supply depot just yet. We have a triage center. We had that det pack upgrade. We've still got no bars. We had grenades. So that's quite a lot of fuel. But we do have a lot of fuel for PepsiLive in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. So there's no reason why you shouldn't have bars out right now. That would certainly add to his effectiveness on the field. But then again, we could just be playing for funsies. And that's not a bad thing to do. That is the best thing to do. Just play to have fun. Do silly stuff, see if it works, see if you just surprise your enemy, and then have a good chuckle on Mumble or TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or Skype or whichever communication device that you like to use, which isn't a Harry Potter spell. Harry Potter wizards suck! Train for years to be a wizard, and you have to use a stick. You can't use magic without a stick. Oh, it makes me so angry. But we're not talking about Harry Potter, we're talking about Company of Heroes, and we have MP40s chasing down some Vet 1 rifles, and he's doing some fancy footwork. Running sideways. They're just trying to, they're like literally trying to look behind them. It's like, I'm still shooting at me, I can dodge the bullets. Oh god, I'm gonna look so horrible on camera. I'm not the most motion-y person ever. I look really awkward when I do stuff. But you have to get over it, you have to get over it. Panzer Shreks moving up to take what zones that they do not have. Pioneers looking at flags, which they do have. Stu 42s. Not a fan of metal work. PepsiLive, not a fan of keeping his shit alive. But he has moved up into that area and captured the munitions point. We do have rifles appearing magically out of nowhere from DevM side of the map. It looks like he has found a wonderful, delightful pack over here, and he's luring him into the machine gunner, which was just off screen, like a faulty Resident Evil cam, which is a great Resident Evil cam. I love that top-down view of the scary. You hear that zombie noise off screen. I realise I'm talking about way too much stuff. I must be really hyper from something. My brain is so active right now. Thinking about all of the wonderful games I could be playing, but no, I'm going to do some casts for you. I'm going to try and hopefully do another one if people have been out of the house. So that way I've got a big massive compilation of stuff just to video out it, which will be sweet. Oh god, yeah, oh crap. Point number 2, announcement number 2. Whilst the PepsiLive is losing all his stuff again, who needs to commentate? He's dying. It actually seems kind of more like a 50-50 split, but the announcements. YouTube has decided that I must send them the end user license agreement for every piece of software that I use to create these videos. And casualties! This is an episode of Casualty that I want to see. World War II Casualty. For anyone that doesn't know what Casualty is, I'm gonna link you somewhere in the description. I'm gonna link you the crap out of that link because it's awesome. I love it. I remember talking about Sean Locke before. Awesome comedian. He's got this little sketch show he does at one of the end of his little talk shows, and it's so awesome. So I'll just link you that, and you can watch it if you're feeling bored. Because let's face it, you are bored. You're here watching me, Anuki, on Anuki TV. You've got to be bored out of your mind. There must be nothing else to watch. End user license agreement. Yeah, basically it just says that the music that I do, I'm using legitimate software to compose that and all stuff like that. So I've been having really bad days. The last 4 days have been really bad for me. Let's not go into it. Let's cast the game. Riflemen hanging out in the middle of Victory Point, and they're being engaged by MP40 Volks. 9 kills for them. Okay, so they've stayed in the game for some time. They must have been like the last Volk squad that came out. Not terribly effective. We have certainly seen more effective MP40 squads on the show. This is looking slightly odd from this Rifleman squad. Just all of them running up front, but they do manage to chuck a grenade in onto the squad just in time, and now the squad is very injured. They do have to recrew the MG, which allows the Rifleman squad, the Vet 1 Rifleman squad, to move up just behind it and kill the last guy. So that squad is down. We do have a Flamer Pioneer squad inside that building, which is hurting this heavy cover squad. PepsiLive hiding behind heavy cover, which is not effective against Flamer units, but he does wipe out a Volk squad with a grenade, and he even wipes out the Flame Pioneer squad inside the building with the other Rifleman squad. This has been a very effective plan from PepsiLive, even though he did take on that MG head on. It looked very odd, I must admit. It didn't look good. It looked like he was going to take a lot more casualties than he actually did, so he managed to stick with it and pulled it off. He pulled through. We've got return fire grenades from DevM, because that's the kind of style he walks right into an explosive ward. That's the worst thing to ever happen. Dodge an explosive to hit an explosive. Oh no, and the MG that PepsiLive took. The Stu just takes care of that problem. Blasts a huge chunk out of that building. The MG did not survive that one. Over on the left-hand side, we've got double way grenades, just grenades flying absolutely everywhere, and PepsiLive pulling out in the right time this time. Surviving squad to replenish, reinforce, and put back into the field. We have a few vet squads now. We have a vet 1 squad and a vet 2 squad, I believe. But we've not actually seen a lot of fighting on this side of the map. We often see on Sturfdorf, this is Sturfdorf, this is 1v1, I forgot to mention that. If you haven't already caught on, we usually see a lot of fighting here and a lot of fighting here, but unusually we have a lot of fighting here and a lot of fighting here and a lot of fighting here. And I like that. I like when games play a lot differently to how you expect them. We have some mines going down there, it looked like. It seems that he found mines of the enemy. So we do need some minesweepers out. That's possibly something underlooked, overlooked. It's overlooked, isn't it? It's... yeah, I'll wink. By the way, my glasses broke the other day. That was one of the bad things. So... my eyesight isn't terribly good at this moment. Good wire cutting down here. From PepsiLive, always remember to snip a hole in that wire because the AI do it and the AI does it. Oh god, they're so annoying at that. The AI loves barbed wire tremendously. This is looking like a fairly faulty engagement from PepsiLive. He does have bars out now though, which is good. We've got again crossfire grenades both sides. Riflemen in this building, they're taking fire from a Stug, which isn't too much of a concern compared to the Stu against buildings. Again, looking on this side of the window, we're going to see some flamethrower action as the Pioneers move in from DevM to inflict some damage, but we do lose that Flamer. The other Flamer Pioneer guy picks it up. Oh, he loses that Flame Pioneer squad, but we do have a second Flame Pioneer squad move up, and they inflict pain inside the house, burning them alive, getting very toasty, but they do retreat with a 3-man section, not a 1-man section this time, not leaving it to the last minute. Like PepsiLive has been doing quite a lot. He's lost a fair amount of squads. He would have benefited from a medic station. That would have been nice to have. Whoa, whoa, someone's launching some debris across the map. Again, mines coming down from DevM. We've not seen that many mines placed yet, but it's nice that we have some in key critical locations, and they are all being used. And the Stu-42, where did that go? What was that noise? There it is. It's come to take care of the engineers. There it goes, inflicts 1 casualty. No gibbing though, just some catastrophic force inflicted. And then he gets catapulted a small distance. Don't hide behind heavy cover. Oh, heavy cover hurts when you're in explosives. And I think PepsiLive knows that. He does, because he's pro. Why wouldn't he be pro? Wolverine's out. Off-map combat group is up. We definitely don't have a tank factory out. I think this has been in Pepsi's mind all along. A great grenade there. Vet 2 going up for the Rifleman. 14 kills for them. The Wolverine, no kills yet, but it is telling that Stug to go away. And this Stug, in fact, is... it shouldn't have a problem. Should not have a problem with that Wolverine. It seems like this Rifleman squad hit a mine and took a lot of damage. They've died and perished. We have a sniper out as well. It's all go from here. The sniper is firing inside the building, forcing the Rifleman section to get out of there. On the right hand side, the Stu may have ran over some guys. I don't believe they have. We still have 4 men left in this infantry section, taking a Stu shot right to the face. And now the Stu is immobilized. This Rifleman squad do have a Panzerschreck. They've captured a Panzerschreck. They're moving to the side, which is exactly how you ace a Stu, in the side, because they have that non-rotational turret. And now, what is the plan? What is on the agenda for PepsiLive? He's moving to take care of the Grenadier squad, which have a Panzerschreck. Was that bazooka ever picked up, I wonder? As I was saying before, bazookas, oh, they're so irritating to have on a ranger squad. You just want to use them to kill infantry like a boss. And then they get given bazookas and they just miss and aim everywhere, and in the sky and on the ground. It's like, oh, don't do that. Just drop the bazooka, please. Oh, you're so terribly ineffective against tanks. Why? Why would you try and specialize? There's the pack. The pack! The Luger guy's actually taking a shot. That's not a Luger guy. That's a Volk guy. This has been recruited by a Volk. Neat. Oh, we don't often see the spare Volk guy taking some shots freely. How unusual is that? We wonder. We have some Rifleman sections hanging behind a train, waiting for DevM to move into open ground. But the riflemen are also in open ground. But it's all about who's moving and who's not moving. That's going to be the difference in accuracy. Inflicting damage is the key. It's a DPS battle. Who can die the fastest will lose. And there's the sniper. Is he going to try and get the sniper? No, he isn't. He's moving back, probably because there's an MG covering them somewhere. Let's quick look. Yes, there is an MG back there. You can see it on the map. Riflemen darting around the map like crazy. The MP40 squad. Sweet 17 kills. They are still alive in this game. They are trying to work on the engineers. They come around for the mortar squad as well. And you can see that PepsiLive is totally saving up for this off-map combo group. He wants to spam that. Apparently this is abusive and overpowered and OP and all that stuff. But I feel it's very lucky. You can get very bad call-ins, and I don't like to risk my game on luck. But then again, it can also be very skilled if you can use what you get given effectively. And it can be quite surprising when people use stuff that you aren't used to. You're used to something, and then they get given something else, and then you're like, oh, how do I counter this mortar Wolverine triple MG thing? And you're like, oh, with the compilation that you already had as well, so whatever you went ahead and built too. It can... I'm not saying builds are something very important in this game. Obviously, what units you have is important. But it's more about how you use it. As long as you've got enough anti-armor and anti-infantry, it's all about how you use it and how safe you play and all the tactics and strategy. And that's what we like in Company of Heroes and Men of War. Vet 2 rifleman squads and a Vet 1 rifleman squad are going to meet the Friendly Tiger. And the Friendly Tiger says hello, and boom, you are removed from existence. Where's that Panzerschreck, by the way? Is it on this squad? It's not on that squad. Is it on this squad? Where's Waldo? Where is Waldo, the Panzerschreck guy? Is he in the building? No, he isn't. Oh, I'm looking around for that Panzerschreck. All too much. And unfortunately, all these riflemen have nothing on that Tiger right now. Oh, there is the Panzerschreck guy. He is hiding in the window. Where else would he be? On the right-hand side, though, the Stu is... No, we have a Stug. No Stu call-in. That Stu died. We are getting munitions from that, though. It's nice to have munitions back from the stuff which is blown up. PepsiLive moving out on the opposite side of the building, using the line of sight to block the shot, which is important. And look over on the left-hand side. We have actually captured this position, preventing an additional 5 fuel from falling into the Blitzkrieg hands DevM. So this is a blitz versus infantry battle. I often forget to mention what doctrine choices people have, and it's not because I'm too derpy to realize what people are. I do very well know what they have. It's just that I don't put my entire game around what doctrines people have chosen. Not in a sort of direct sense. I treat anti-armor as anti-armor, infantry as infantry, tanks as tanks. It doesn't really matter what kind of tank it is. In a sense, I mean, obviously it does matter, but I just say, okay, how many tanks do I need to take care of that? I don't care if it's Blitzkrieg. I don't care if it's any doctrine. If I see this big giant mech warrior, I'm just like, yeah, that's totally legit. That's no cheats involved at all. What do I need to defeat this? I just think very much on the game, and I'm sure a lot of these pros do as well. You have to think how to gain more of an advantage. A popular saying, and this mate is engaging from completely the wrong place. You don't want to be engaging in a forest. You can see it's trying to escape, trying to advance, trying to get somewhere. It's taking rear shots, losing its gunner. The Wolverine is out and about kicking some ass on the infantry. 2 kills of infantry for it. The mortars are out here. Double mortars on the field. I would like to see these inflict a lot of pain. There's the Panzerschreck coming in from the side, as well as a sticky. Got to be a damaged engine. There it is. The damaged engine is done, and the Wolverine is now coming to... Main gun destroyed as it gets a flank. What does the M8 do? The M8 Greyhound is no better, and now we've left DevM with a load of munitions, and you can bet he's going to salvage those munitions because he is tip-top under wherever those words were coming from. We're not going to end that sentence. I'm going to leave you to embellish upon that yourself. Rifleman again moving up on this sector, really forcing DevM to focus over here. He's like, DevM, over here, come on, you know, you want this point, come on, focus over here, come DevM. Aren't I annoying, DevM? Oh, PepsiLive, you annoying little bugger. We do have shells coming down. The howitzer, shooty, rooty, tooty, fruity, whoopie, doopy, 66 XP. Nade, we do have an AT gun here as well, which probably inflicted a lot of damage before the howitzer shot took it down, which is a shame. Ooh, floppy. It went all flopperized. Ooh, I've not seen that before. As I was saying, the AT gun, it would have been nice if the AT gun got the kill from that rather than the howitzer shot, just for the veterancy bonus. Although AT guns aren't the best thing to have veterancy on because the crew dies and then they lose their veterancy so easily. It's much better to have it on anything else other than an AT squad. But it's much better to have that veterancy on an AT squad than it is to have it on absolutely nothing at all. DevM moving in with Grenadiers on Panzerschrecks on Grenadiers. Oh, Panzerschrecks are not a drug. They are not a hard drug indeed. In fact, they might be a hard drug. Let's see if it gives this guy hardcore. Repositioned, line up the shot. Useless, absolutely useless, but he does wipe out that squad. Over in the middle where more action is to be had, we have a Vet 3 squad, Vet 2 squad, and a Vet 2 squad. All chucking some stickies on a Stug. Stug that sticky, blow it up. Do we have an extra Vet 3 squad? Yes, we do. Double Vet 3 squad. PepsiLive has come back into this game. We have tons of smoke down from the mortars, which I love to see. There's nothing more than lovely smoke use that I like to see, which is, you can see how effective it is for this Vet 3 squad. It's so easily able to move up and chuck a grenade on the MG, wipes it clean out of existence. Finds a pack, it's going to remove that from existence too, as the Stug limps away, and this Vet 3 squad even has a Panzerschreck. Yeah, that's a cool squad. They're going to try and destroy the AT gun rather than recrew it. Gain a bit more XP so he can get some more abilities out. Or maybe just because he wants to keep that squad around, he doesn't want to have to force it back and then reinforce it. And then retreat and then reinforce it. Objective secure. Where was that? He's got the victory point. It's 2-1 victory points. Got to keep an eye on these victory points. It's 2-8 to PepsiLive and 3-5-4 to the man DevM. Wonder where he got the name DevM from. It is a cool sounding name. I must appreciate that name. PepsiLive, not so original. I think PepsiLive is French. I've been on his screen. Stream! I knew it was like screen, but it wasn't screen. I got there eventually. Streams recently, and he's been owning it up. He's been thwarting map hackers and Brits and more debris flying everywhere. This one Volk squad is tasked with the task to destroy the entire rifleman squad in that building. Oh, PepsiLive, he gets out of the building. Oh, this is bad for DevM. No, not the MP40 squad. That was my favorite unit in the entire game, and you got it wipes out. So angry at you. Even the Stug is angry at you. But anyway, I suppose the Volk squad had a good run. Again, PepsiLive limping on a few measly health. Even friendly firing himself, firing into the building. Is he going to be able to get rid of this four-man squad inside the building? We have double grenades dodged by DevM. Neat trick, DevM. Where did you learn that? Oh wait, it's just B and then move. Remember that. Gotta dodge those grenades. Gotta dodge them all. But the Vet 2 Rifleman squad are sticking it out. No, they are not. They are deciding not to. They're going to leave the job to the mortar crew. DevM, I don't think he knows the mortars are there. The mortars are just missing. There we go. DevM gets out. It looks like he's going to survive that one. Over here, though, we have more Rangers out in the field. Hopefully, this isn't going to be a failure of a Ranger squad. And we're going to... Oh, no, it's failing. It's failing big time. It's losing to a Stug and a Sniper. They're going to have to retreat and reinforce. Only 2 men left in that squad, and you don't want to lose it to a single shot of a Stug and a Sniper. That would be a squad wipe, and you'd leave a bazooka behind. But I don't think leaving a bazooka behind right now is a problem. If anything, it's a gift. You want to be dealing with their infantry. You want to be leaving the Stugs and stuff to tanks, but then again, having a bazooka squad around is kind of nice. So, you know, what can I say? You have to trade one thing for another. If you can take Stugs out with M10 Wolverines, then neat. And what is this guy doing? This is one brave Bazooka Joe. Oh, that's a name not heard in a while. He's really... Are you really going to cap that PepsiLive with just one soldier? Please, oh, please, please. Okay, I suppose it's got some NATO support. We have a small mortar battery going down. Tiger out on the field supported by double Stug armor. We have 3 mortars on the field. And an AT gun is in optimal position to take some frontal shots. Are we going to see some armor penetrating rounds on the AT gun? I'm not sure we can even notice if that is. Turning the camera, we just lost a mortar. The M10 Wolverine is feeling slightly afraid. Double snipers pick off the mortars. 1 Stug is down. The second Stug, 50% life. The Tiger is unscratched, but coming in from the side, we have a lot of infantry engaging. We have some Panzerschrecks too. There's that Panzerschreck symbol. There goes the stickies. Go on, immobilize it. No, oh god, these guys are getting giblets sprayed against the wall. The M10 Wolverine is still alive and kicking. It's receiving repairs. It does take out a Stug, and now it's in optimal. Oh, that is immobilized. The tracks are gone. We have Riflemen running into the side. That's bad news for them. The Wolverine, go on, rear shots, dude, rear shots. Go! Go, sweet. Okay, here we go. And that turret speed is nowhere near enough to take out the Wolverine. The Wolverine is Victorioso Mondo, which leaves DevM in a very unfortunate position of probably having to rebuy a Tiger if he wants to remain in the game, because that's probably going to be the only unit he can use to get back in this game, and he's going to have to micro it. Remember to micro your... Again, doing it again. Axis tanks, just because they're heavy and they don't die and they do a lot of damage, doesn't mean you don't have to micro them. I think this Tiger was a little out of position. It definitely wasn't safe. You can tell it wasn't safe, considering it's slightly black and decrepit. I mean, what's wrong with it having it back here? What was over here that was so important that it wanted to take out? I understand it may have wanted to dodge the AT gun, but pulling up the buildings where Riflemen can even easily maneuver and take a good old sticky grenade, it's just not the way to go about it. Not the way to go about it at all. So DevM now focuses on the left-hand side of the map, which is going to be retaliated from PepsiLive. Already some Panzerschrecks flung into the armor of the Wolverine, but it's vet-free. It's slightly better than a Vet 2 and a Vet 1 and a Vet 0, I can say that for sure. Again, a Panzerschreck just falling slightly short this time, and the Wolverine playing it safe. Oh yeah, Ka-ching is moving out. Keeping a safe distance. Right-hand side, Pioneers capping points again. It seems like DevM really likes to capture points on both sides of the map, forcing his enemy to split into drink time into separate directions. And I love orange juice. It's the delicious time of the show. In the meantime, I'll use my right hand, my mouse hand, to look at the Tiger. Oh, I can actually double click stuff. Yeah, no, let's put the orange juice down and explore the double clicking. Oh, it's such a nice feature to do this. More features like this would be awesome. I know the cinematic mode is a bit iffy, but I think that could have a lot of work done to it. We could definitely improve that. I mean, would it be possible? I know I do multicams. Would it be possible? Oh god, PepsiLive losing a lot again. To have sort of multicams in replays, because you'd only have to sort of run 2 versions of the game then in 2 separate cameras. I'm not sure if it's doable. I'm sure it's got to be able to be doable. I'm sure, absolutely sure. Positive. Please, developer, please explore this. We need some innovations in replay technology. It's something that we need to explore. We need to explore how to improve our games a lot. I'm all about innovation when it comes to games. And exploring new ideas and investigating whatever. So other than that, orange juice time. Let's not make this orange juice go off. Ah, it's so good. I don't want to ever do a screencast without drinking orange juice. I feel like it's like a good luck charm or something. More mines going down from DevM, who has the most odd composition right now. 2 snipers, 3 pioneers. There's the individual guys, so 2 pioneer squads, and one of them's half dead. A grenadier squad with a Panzerschreck, mostly dead as well. Wolverine coming in to try and take some side shots from the Tiger. It is backing into a corner. DevM, how did this happen? How did it happen that you are now behind enemy lines with rifleman squads behind you, with a Wolverine behind you, in front of you? Well, it's to DevM, it's behind. Oh god, everyone's running in, suiciding themselves into the Tiger. Not good, and now this Tiger has been immobilized. The Vet Free squad moves away because he wants to leave the veterancy for this Vet Zero Rifleman squad. He wants to get the kill on that squad to get the Vet Free. Is he going to be giving it? Oh, he's taking so much casualties. Oh no, he destroys the engine. Oh, that's the worst possible outcome. But at least he has immobilized it. Okay, it's not the worst possible outcome. Some glitchy guy there. Look at you glitching across the battlefield. Oh, chasing down a lot of soldiers. Here comes the late game hiccups. And the snipers retreat. They get out of there before they die because they were about to die. And the Tiger is just sitting there now. Poor Tiger. It doesn't want to be destroyed by the Wolverine. First world problems. I want to destroy the Tiger, but all my squads are already vet free. Oh, diddums. But I'm sure he's going to return later. Oh, please, please destroy it with a mortar. Get a vet-free mortar. I know it's possibly a bad idea to do that, but it'll be so lol. You like some lol moments. So the battle is happening more on DevM's side of the map. Stu42 taking 3 guys out with one of the shots. We have stormtroopers out on the field. We've not seen stormtroopers out as of yet. Hopefully, we're going to see some STGs out instead of Panzerschrecks. We have enough Panzerschrecks. I'm literally sick of seeing Panzerschrecks in this game now. I'm going to vomit if I see any more Panzerschrecks. So STGs would be sweet. Because it's infantry play. We like infantry play. Wolverine browsing in the middle, do some window shopping. He found some pioneers and told them to get out of my land. This is my land and you shall not capture it. He's even taking some shots at some Panzerschreck guys. He gets him. Oh, he nails him in the face. And here's that Rifleman squad coming to throw the sticky. Is he going to get it this time? No, he isn't. He is not going to get it. Is he going to stick around? Oh, crud burger. No. Oh, the other guy landed in there. Did he? No, he landed. Oh, yeah. No, there he is. There he is. He landed inside the truck. It's a great hiding place if you've got no limbs. I'm not sure how that makes sense. I'm sure it will make sense in some universe or dimension. Stormtroopers hanging out in the middle. I think they found a mortar crew that they would very much like to take out. Here we go. Another Rifleman squad. Another bowling attempt. And this time he gets it. Vet 2 for that squad. We have multiple Stugs out on the field. Stu42, is that a double Stu42? No, it's a Stu42 and a Stug. They look very alike because they have similar bodies. There's the snipers. Oh, they might possibly be run over. He barely misses it. Stu42 takes a shot into the side. Does minimal damage like it should do. The Stug is chasing it because the Stug is a good tank against a Wolverine. I swear that looked like it just hit the Pioneer Squad's helmet. An armor-piercing shell to the helmet and it just deflects off. That is neat. Neat-o. Riflemen moving off into the center. They need to capture some victory points. No, they don't. They have 2 victory points. What am I on about, Anuki? Sure, let's have 3 victory points. Why the hell not? Well, I like victory points. But clustering your squads on top of it is a very bad idea. Here comes another Wolverine coming in for some side shots on the Stu42, even getting behind them. Spots the snipers, runs them both down, even shunts them. That is a Sergeant Bash of a maneuver. Oh, mind flails. I want to see some mind flail action. Can anyone get me some mind flail action? The game is over. Congratulations, PepsiLive. I do believe that probably wasn't bad manners from DevM. DevM, I am sorry for your loss. You have lost this game, even though you are such a grand player. It was an entertaining game indeed. I wish everyone love for the future. Good night.